You know what? I'll just cuz that's better now, right? I just won't have a I won't have a what am I thinking of? I won't have both screens up at once. I'll just switch back and forth. That way, you guys can read it like this. That probably be the way to go. I'm assuming here. So let's get this started. So the suggestion earlier was to make a scroll infusion script. Now the only problem is I know. Let's see. How much do I know about scroll infusion? Let's see. I know Scroll Infusion is a sorcerer spell. Okay, that's the extent of my knowledge of Scroll Infusion. So we will be starting from scratch, 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 scratch. Okay, so to my knowledge, the way it works, I'm gonna love this. The way it works, I need some sort of rune or rune stone. So I gotta go buy a rune stone. So let's see. Let me switch over to RK here. Now I'll just make RK the top. How about that? Yeah, RK left me the top. Make him the top. I'll make him full screen too. With RK, who is my sorcerer. So, Alchemist sells rune stones, I do believe, right? Yeah, pale white jade runestone. Oops, I might need silvers first. I don't know. I didn't see how much it cost. Order, was it? Order 24, was it? 24. Oh, it's 10 grand. Okay, so I now have a jade runestone. Runestone creation is a fairly simple procedure and can be done in one of two ways. A sorcerer may purchase runestones that are already prepared for scribing from an alchemist shop or wandering merchant, or they may prepare an item like a smooth stone for scribing themselves by pouring an ash vrac potion on it. Once they have a prepared item, they'll need to be holding a brush and have access to the ink, which can be kept in a container or on a surface. Jesus Christ. And dip my brush in ink, then draw rune name rune while holding the prepared item and the brush. My goodness gracious, game. Okay, let's see now. So I need a brush. I'm assuming I get it here too. Yes. Does the brush type really matter? This is more of a flavor thing. I'm going to assume it's a flavor thing. That's just the way I roll. Oh my goodness. Let's see, do I want a thin ivory handled brush or a short bone handled brush? Well, you got to go with the bone. Get that bone. And now I need some ink. Ink. I see a vial. Oh, a shiny gold ink bottle. I like gold. I'm gaudy like that. Okay. Hey, what's up there, Mordrake? You ready for some scripting action here? Okay. So now we gotta do how perfectly a rune is scribed onto an item has no impact on its effectiveness. Thank goodness. My goal today is to start this scroll infusion script. I'm starting from scratch because I have no idea how to do scroll infusion. I won't get this script done today, but at least start it. So right now I'm reading up on it. So how perfectly a rune is scribed onto an item has no impact on its effectiveness. The number of charges that a rune stone will yield is dependent on the rune that is scribed. The value of the canvas has no effect on the quantity of its charges, but charge levels of rune stones already prepared or scribed by certain merchants may vary. Cups of water are used to rinse dried ink off of a brush. My goodness. Each dip of ink gets 2 uses before the brush needs to be cleaned and dipped again. Dip my brush in water container to clean the brush. As with the ink, the cup of water can be in a container or on a surface. So now I need water too. Okay, flask, is that good enough? I sound like water. Bottle, is that water? I'm assuming the crude dark clay cup. Do I have to actually pour water in there, or just come with water? Order 32 by stove bottle by look in my cup. Okay, the water inside the cup appears to be clean. Good. Okay, we're getting there. I'm getting all the materials here. We're starting slowly but surely here. Okay, so what's next now? From here on out, any item scribed to the rune will be referenced as a rune stone. A sorcerer learns all of the runes needed for scroll infusion when they learn the spell 714. Without it, they won't have any of them. 5 or more ranks of arcane symbols are required to read the full set of runes. Anyone may check runes they know by typing rune for usage or rune common. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Okay, now a full list of common runes that a sorcerer may learn follows. Not all of these runes are for use with scroll infusion. Some are used with minor summoning. Those that are relevant to infusion are listed below, along with their properties and the number of charges an ash varak prepared item will hold when scribed with the rune. Wave a scroll to unlock one spell, 5th level or lower. Oh, so it depends on what level the spell you want to. Is that what it is? What level spell you want to infuse? You have to unlock every single spell on the scroll. Is that how it works? So if it has like 4 spells, you have to unlock every spell on there. I mean, I guess that's only if you want to do all 4 spells. I guess if you only want one on there, I guess you only gotta do one. I guess is that how it works? Or when all of the charges on a runestone are used up, it will crumble to dust. Make sure that you don't use the last charge if you're particularly attached to a runestone and plan on using it for infusing! Exclamation mark. No way exists for sorcerers to determine how many charges are left in a given runestone, so pay attention! Every so often a merchant appears at a pay event, such as Ebongate, and distributes a limited number of Dikar Fin runes. Okay, what kind of scrolls do I have here? I think Boxer has a whole bunch of them. He has 37 scrolls. Can he read scrolls? I don't think he can read scrolls. He's a wizard who does not very good at reading scrolls. Goodness gracious. Why am I so tired? Okay, read paper. Read my paper. So I have Unbalanced, Soul Ward, Light, Smite, and Fire Spirit. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and make just a test. I'll test it on, Smite 302. So I'll get a BR Fin runestone. Okay. So let's see how this works now. So get my stone. What is it now? Get my runestone, okay. And get my brush. Dip my brush in ink. Oh. Dip my brush in bottle. My bad. You dip your brush in a shiny gold ink bottle, covering its tip in golden ink. Ooh, the ink is gold. This is fancy. So now I'll draw Bjorn Finn rune. With a few quick strokes of your bone-handled brush, okay, you draw the Bjorn Finn rune on the surface of your jade runestone. Paint rude pictures on the scrolls? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. So now I have to dip my brush and cup to dry it out, right? Okay. Still brush. So, okay, how do I unlock things then? Wave at a scroll to unlock. Okay, so get paper. We don't have any peppers. This works too, I guess. Natural colors. So wave. Is it now a? It's still a white rune. Look, my runestone doesn't change. Oh, you recognize the Bjorn Finn rune. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. Wave my runestone at my peppers. The jade runestone vibrates and begins to glow. You sense that the paper has somehow been altered. Okay. Okay. Well, how's it been altered? Give me some feedback, game. Once an infuser has purchased or created the appropriate runestone, it's time to begin using it on a fresh scroll. The core element. Oh, I've already skipped some steps. Whoopsie. The core element of scroll charging is unlocking. A spell on a scroll is either locked or unlocked. Unlocked spells can be charged, while locked spells cannot. No, that makes sense. Spells on a scroll can't ever be unlocked if a scroll has ever been invoked or infused, or if it has been ruined for unlocking due to a failed infuse or wave attempt, or if it has reached its infusion capacity. Explained in detail in section 4. Some merchant sold scrolls or scrolls that have received specialty work such as charging or combining cannot be unlocked due to their complex nature. Yeah, I know. Feedback and gemstone. What am I talking about? Unlocking a scroll is a simple procedure. While holding the scroll to be unlocked with a runestone, wave my stone shard, etc. at my scroll vellum, etc. Assuming the type of runestone being used can unlock at least the lowest level spell in the scroll, the user's skills will be checked against the difficulty of the spell and the overall scroll. On a success, one qualifying spell on the scroll will unlock. Some examples of unlocking attempts follow. It's important for novice infusers to keep in mind that unlocking a spell does not automatically bring it to its charge potential. For example, unlocking 202 with Quisifin Runestone allows a spell to hold up to 20 charges at any given time, but does not bring the spell charges to 20. For that, the scroll will need to be charged, which is covered in section 4. The more charges that a particular runestone unlocks for, the harder it will be for that to use that runestone. For example, unlocking 303 with a Bjorn Finn runestone will unlock spell for 5 charges. Using a Quisifin runestone will unlock it for up to 20 charges, but it'll be harder to do so even though they both are unlocking level 3 spell. So I only 5 charges. So if I want to do 50 charges, I should have done a Audier Coast runestone. Oh no, that's to get the readout. So 20 charges, the highest you can go for a Quisifin runestone. Jesus, why do they make some of these things so difficult? The detection rune, and Odierkus runestone can be waved at the scroll to give a readout on each spell in the scroll. The information includes whether or not spells blah 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 blah. Okay, so I need another runestone now then. Okay. Stow paper. Okay. Can I get a different kind of runestone so I could tell them apart, or I guess not, huh? Order 24 by... Okay, get... What was it, paintbrush? Get brush, dip brush, and bottle. What was it now? Draw... Oh dear. Just draw oh dear, right? Oh, rune. Draw oh dear rune. The few strokes you draw sounds good to me. So now dip brush in my cup. Still brush. Get paper from cloak. Read paper. That's, yeah, I did natural. I was assuming I get natural colors. Okay, wave rune at my paper. Ah, as the runestone passes over the scroll, you sense 613, the number of charge with a number of charges remaining, 601 with a number of charges remaining, and the potential to add no charges. Well, isn't that lovely? The potential to add no charges. I love you, game. I love you so much. Wow. Potential to add no charges. Oh, goodness gracious. If a spell is followed by a potential to add descriptor, that spell is unlocked. If no descriptor is present, the spell is not unlocked. Odier Coast won't give information on whether or not the spell can be unlocked, just whether or not it isn't. Jesus. For reference, there are 6 indicators for the charge levels displayed by Odier Coast. One charge, a couple charges. A number of charges, 6 to 10, which is what all of them have, a number of charges. Okay. Very many charges. Odier Coast runestones. Boy, Jesus. Aside from displaying some more interesting information about your scroll, have some particular uses. The most beneficial is probably to determine what spell is unlocked with a wave of a runestone. The fewer spells that are unlocked on a scroll, the more of its infusion value is available to go towards other unlocked spells. Since, geez, okay. So I should try to get... let's see, what else can I unlock? Let's do 609 then, or it doesn't really matter, I guess. I just want to get, I'll try to get a Quisifin runestone, because that should have 20 charges. Okay. Still runestone, still paper, bank, blah, blah, blah. Let's do alchemist. Order 24 by... Alright, get brush, dip brush, and bottle. Draw Quis rune. Dip brush and cup. Still brush. Get paper from cloak. Read paper. What was it? Wave rune at my paper. It's somehow been altered. Get other rune. Read rune. Wave rune at my paper. Aha! Self-control, the number of charges remaining, and the potential to add many charges. Many charges. Because that is very succinct in how many charges you can add to it. Many. How many charges? Many. Can you put a number on that? It's many. Okay. The most Yeah, the charging rune. Aglonar. Jesus, how many runes we need? The Aglonar rune has only one use, and that is to serve as a channeling device for mana going into a scroll. Mana cannot be infused into a scroll unless the infuser is holding an Aglonar runestone in their other hand, and the scroll is linked to them by having cast 714 at it prior to infusing. Okay. Provided they have enough mana to make an attempt, each one, regardless of outcome, will drain one charge from the Aglonar runestone. How many charges does it have? Aglonar has 50. Not bad, I guess. Wave results. Success with the detection rune is automatic and has no skill check. Success, with runes that unlock a spell is dependent on training arcane symbols and magic item use, or in wisdom bonuses, knowledge of the spell or sphere, spell level, and rune difficulty. Okay. Unlocking in a magical workshop is easier. Ooh, I did not know that. Than unlocking outside of a workshop. Magic item use is more important than arcane symbols for purposes of unlocking. Minor failures will never damage the stone or the scroll, but they will waste one of the runestone's charges. They most commonly occur when an infuser tries to unlock a scroll that either can't be unlocked or all of its spells are already unlocked. Okay, major failure. There are two types of major failures. One type may damage the stone, the other may damage the scroll. Both of them involve a white aura surrounding the stone or scroll on a wave attempt and waste one of the runestone discharges. Jesus. Catastrophic failure. Catastrophic failures will destroy the stone and the scroll. Additionally, they will often engulf anything nearby, like novice infusers. That's hilarious. Anything nearby, like novice infusers. An agonizing fiery death. Catastrophic failures can only occur when attempting to unlock a spell on a scroll. Charging. After one or more spells on a scroll are unlocked, they can receive charging. Blah, 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 blah. The scroll does not have so let's fire. Boy, this is a lot goes into this. Wow. Okay. Who did all this, by the way? Mechthros. Thank you, Mechthros, for doing all this work on the wiki. Okay, now, so another runestone. Yay, runestones. The good thing my sorcerer is rich. Oh man, I cannot stop yawning. Okay, get brush, dip, brush, and bottle. Draw. Aglonar rune, right? That's the. Okay. Okay. Dip, brush, and cup. Stow brush. Okay, so now here comes the fun part, supposedly. To begin charging a scroll, prep 714, cast my scroll, my paper, whatever. Okay. If there are or were at some point unlocked spell on the scroll, the infuser will establish a link to scroll, which will last a few minutes. Blah 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 blah. Okay, how do I infuse now? Infuse my paper. That's it. Infuse my paper. You focus on a pale white jade runestone, channeling your mana through it. Soon, an infusion of mana leaps from your jade runestone to the silvery paper. The paper that good or bad. It does not. Yeah. Okay, that's good then. That's good. Good. The mana dissipates. What does that mean? If mana dissipates on an infusion attempt, then the scroll doesn't have any unlocked spells on it to receive mana, or all of its spells are fully charged. And continuing to infuse mana, continuing to infuse when mana begins to dissipating will never harm the scroll, but it will waste charges of the Aglianar runestone. Oh, well, that's not so bad then. So get other room, read room. Oh, that's the right. My paper. So yeah, so 613 we have fully charged our 613 our 613 spell on our scroll with very many charges remaining. Very many. Very, 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 very many, which is 20 or more charges, which to my knowledge is 20 is the highest you can get with a Quisifin runestone. So it looks like I was successful. Damn, I am good. I'm so good I scare myself sometimes. I often wonder, like, how can I be this good? What are you guys talking about on my channel here? You weirdos. Oh, so I guess the fun part now is writing the script. So, okay. Alright, I forgot where I started now. So, boy, how am I even going to start this? I guess you start with the paper you want to infuse in your hand already. Yeah, let's go with that. So you start with the scroll you want to infuse first. Yeah, so that way you know what you're in. But I guess you have no control over what gets unlocked. So what do people normally do? Just unlock everything on the scroll and fully charge them? Or they just unlock until they get what they want unlocked? Because you have no control over what gets unlocked, right? Am I wrong about this? Because it's random, right? Even what gets charged is random too? Or does anyone know? Like, is it random what gets charged and what gets unlocked? So the best thing is to unlock the whole scroll, or what? I'm trying to think of the simplest way of doing this. Because obviously I'm sure on this scroll, for example, people probably don't really care about 601, 114, probably not in 609. They mostly just want the 613, right? I mean, that'd be my guess. I mean, maybe 601 depends on what they. I mean, 601 not bad, I guess. You know, if you want it, but for the most part, I think they want 613 on this scroll. No one's out there, huh? I'm talking to myself in here. Either no one's out there or no one knows the answer to my questions. It's one of the two. Or maybe you guys forgot how to type. That's always a possibility. There are ways to target certain spells. We have a 13 and a 14, so there might not be a way to differentiate ones that close. On the wiki, it doesn't say how to target a particular spell. Not that I see, anyways. Every scroll suffers wear and tear during the infusion process. Any charges added to that scroll will decrease its infusion capacity until it reaches 0. At which point the scroll will wear out and block permanently. The maximum infusion capacity of a scroll is a function of its value, and that value is commonly based on the level of spells on the scroll. Blah blah. Merchants blah blah. The amount of wear and tear is blah blah blah. Infusion capacity is better illustrated in the following example. If a scroll has 202 and 219 on it, infusing 219 will cause the spell to wear out much quicker than infusions of 202. However, the scroll may begin with a larger infusion capacity than one that just contains 202 and 101. While charging 101 will use up relatively little of the scroll's value, it will likely not begin with as high a value of the scroll of 219 on it. However, scrolls generated by the treasury system do vary in their values, so a lot of randomness factors into this. This is why it's ideal to try to unlock only the spells that will be used. If spell X is infused, that takes up infusion value that could have gone into spell Y. If spell X is not needed by the sorcerer, it is best not to unlock it, as it will inevitably eat up value as it randomly gets charged. It is randomly gets charged, yeah. Remember from section 2 that the spell runestone unlocks is random, so there is no way to control which spell gets unlocked in the above example. Sometimes, however, prudent use of runestones can assist. Example, a scroll scribed with 217, 216, and 215. An infuser wants to get the most out of 215. It wouldn't be a good idea to use a Quisifin rune on the scroll, because that might potentially unlock 217 and 216. It would be wiser to use an Icarfin rune on the scroll, which would only be able to unlock 215 and not the risk of unlocking 216 or 217. Infused result. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So that makes sense, but it's still random. So even though if I use for example, the scroll I have here, if I use a Icarfin rune, which is 15 spell level or lower, that means it could potentially unlock everything on my scroll. So I guess, trying to think of what I would do, I guess I could have, there's no rune that does 13. There's no rune that does 13 but not 14. Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking I guess when you run the so I guess I can have this script, like you input, you have this paper, you start the scroll in your hand, and you'll start with what spell you want to unlock. But wouldn't you always want to use a Quisifin runestone, because then you can unlock it to, you can put 20 charges in it, right? Or are you just supposed to charge it, or do you just charge it to 15 or whatever, then use the charges and charge it again? Is that what people do? Because wouldn't you always want 20 charges? Am I wrong about that? Unless they just, like I said, they just use the charges and then recharge. Can you recharge these spells, or you just charge them once? I thought once you use a scroll, you can't charge anymore. Or maybe once you unlock it, then you can go ahead and use the scroll. That works. So you have to get a fresh scroll and then unlock the spells, and then you can recharge them or infuse them, or because otherwise, I would think you'd always want 20 charges, I imagine. Well, I guess for now I'll keep it simple. I'll just I'll figure that out later. For now, I'll just have the script start with the scroll. You need to have the scroll in your hand already. Okay. We'll have it so you start the scroll in your hand already, and I think I start this. So you start the scroll in your hand, and you'll say what spell you want to unlock and infuse. Let's try that. So let's try. So okay. We'll do if. Let's see. If we'll do if check right. Oh no. If game object dot right hand dot type equals scroll. I don't know if you scroll. That's a type. I forget. I have to check out. I guess we'll just do scroll found in right hand. Else if. Let's see if that works. I don't know if that's scroll to type. Okay, so it does work. Okay, that does work. So what this does when you do game object right hand like this, the Lich has a lot of information about what's in your right hand or left hand. Right here is right hand. You can do type like it's a scroll, it's a gem, it's a wand, it's a magic item, it's armor, it's weapon. That's all type. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You can also do like noun, like you want to just manipulate the noun of it, which in this case would be a paper. That's in our hand, the paper. You can do the whole name of it, a silvery paper. It's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with this. Right now, we're just trying to see what type it is. So I'm trying to have the script figure out which hand has the scroll. We'll also do, that's what I'm doing, if right hand or if left hand. So if neither right hand or left hand has a scroll, we'll echo back, no scroll found. Please start script with scroll in your hand. So let's try this now. Let's try. So if we start the script, see scroll found in left hand, scroll found in right hand, and now you do no scroll found. Please start script with scroll in your hand. So perfect. So far, so good. Let's do scroll ID equals nil. This is just a variable I'm starting. Oh boy. Okay, so I just made a variable called scroll ID, starts with nil, and then I'm making it so if the scroll is found in the right hand, we'll go ahead and make the scroll ID variable equal to the scroll ID number if it's in the right hand. If it's in the left hand, it'll do left hand, blah blah, and then echo else no scroll found. So now what we'll do to move on, actually I'd have a script exit. How about that? That way, script exits if there's no scroll found. We might not even need the scroll ID, but why the hell not? So there you go. So exit, when you put exit like that, you just exit the script right away. That's all that does. Now let's have it so you input which number on the scroll, the spell number on the scroll, you want to unlock. Oops, what paper is this? My cloak. Get paper from my cloak. Read paper. So, for example, we'll do 609. So, it's been a while. What is this? Script bars one. Trying to think. Script bars one. So like when you start a script, you know, you can start a script like with command line variables on it. Let me get it started real quick. I'll show you what I mean. Spell number equals script dot bars 1. And we'll echo, see what I'm talking about. Okay, so see, so when you start a script like this, right here I'm doing it. The script I'm testing with is just AAA. So AAA 609. So 609 would be a command line variable. That is the first command line variable. You can pretty much have as many command line variables as you want. They're all separated by space. So if the first variable you have, in this case, is 609, which it is, then that means that's the first script variables you do by script dot bars, you know, brackets 1 or 2. In this case, 1, where I really don't need to do this. I'm just because I always just manipulate the variable with script dot bars 1, but I kind of like to actually use my own variables when I do scripts. It's easier for me to remember what I'm talking about. So this way, I'm making it equal spell number equals script dot bars 1, so I can remember. Oh, spell number. That's what that's the number I'm trying to work with here. So anyway, so we got that ready. Let's say if we'll do if script.bars.nil. Now when you do this, you do a .nil question mark like this. That means you're asking the script, you know, is this variable equal to nil? Like it has no value. So if someone did not put a value in there, we could just have it do echo, please input the spell number of the spell you wish to infuse. Exit. So let's see if I didn't actually put a number in there. Oh, I didn't echo back. Nope, I put 1 there. My bad, I forgot the 1. If script.bars 1.nil. There we go. Please input the spell number of the spell you wish to infuse. Okay, so far we got the script. Making sure you have a scroll in your hand. It's making sure you input the variable you want to input. Now I guess that what I could do is make sure, I'm awesome, is to make sure that that you actually inputted an actual number. So we could do this for the regex now. We could do how would I do this? If spell. Oh my goodness. Okay. What did I do here? I deleted. Okay. To I. This turns it into turns the variable into an integer we can manipulate, since we love to manipulate with integers. I'm not even sure I have to do this, so I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Why am I doing that? I don't think I have to do that. Never mind. But you can't do that though. Okay, so if spell number equals the regex equals dot. So when you do a slash d like this, that's look for a digit. So we're looking for digits. We're looking for numbers. When you do a plus, I forgot to look this up because it's been a while since I've done this. Like if I want to do like 3 particular numbers. Oh yeah, you just put it in curly brackets. So 3 curly brackets. Let's see. Right, how do I do it? Yeah, 3. Or 4, because there should be only 4 digits. We'll do echo. Let's just start testing. Correct number. Else echo Wrong number. So let's see now. Whoa. So if I were to do AAA 609, that works. So if I do AAA 6 blah blah, okay, that did not work. Oh, that's yeah. Aren't I doing this right? Slash D. To my knowledge, that's right. But I'm not doing this right, folks. I guess other options just to I just do slash D 3 times. That works too, I guess. You know, I bet it's because I didn't. I know. I think I know what the problem is. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's because I have to start with that. I have to. I see. I went. I went over this in my last video. You have to start. You should anyway start with carry it and end with a dollar sign. You know, when you can do that. I mean, sometimes you don't want to do that, but in this case, we do. No. Oh, that's 4 numbers, though. There we go. Finally got it working. Yeah, it took long enough. Okay. So now the script is going to look for hold on. What if I did a like just a bunch of letters? Okay, yeah. Okay. So now the script is going to look for to make sure you inputted 3 digits or 4 digits to make sure it's actual, you know, a number of a spell that would be on a scroll. So okay. So a scroll. So we're getting through all the, you know, people sometimes make mistakes. They, you know, gotta remind them that, hey, this is how you're supposed to do this. Okay, let's see. We'll just do, echo, please input a valid spell number as the first command line variable. There we go. We'll just do this. Nil. When you do this, it means you're not going to do anything. If this is true, you're just not going to do anything. Okay, now let's test this one more time. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see now. SOS. I've been watching that Red Letter Media lately. Boy, song's stuck in my head now. Okay, now let's see. Okay. My goodness, these yawns. Okay, so now we're gonna try to infuse 114 on this. So now we are going to want to get a Quisfin. I guess we'll start with the Odierkos rune to see if it's unlocked first. Let's try that. So can I read the rune first before I take it out? Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Can I just get Oh Dear Rune? No, of course not. Let's see now. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Scripting is fun business, if you guys did not notice. Okay, let's start now. So we'll have the script read the rune. Okay, so now let's do read first, or do read rune. Line equals get, if line equals blah blah. Okay, now, so you quickly recognize the rune scrawled upon the rune stone as the dot rune. Now, see, when you do a dot star like this, that means any character. The dot means match any character. It matches anything. It's called greedy. It loves matching anything. The star means 0 or more matches of, in this case, whatever is preceding it. In this case, a dot. So it means it wants to match 0 or more of any character. Now, since it's inside of the quotes here, it should just match the name of the runestone. When the quotes, like I said last time, you want to escape out of as many symbols as possible, because the symbols usually mean something by themselves. So you put a backwards slash in front of it. That means you want to actually match the quote here. So, and then $1 will be the first group. Oh, I got this in parentheses. Put this dot star in parentheses. That way, that'll be the first group. So we'll have the we'll call it temp runestone equals $1. How about that? All right, gotta do that. Let's see. We'll do if $1 equals to, we're looking for what I want to start with to see if it's already unlocked. Start with the blah 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 blah. Odier kiss kiss rune, right? Yeah, okay. So if $1 equals, so when you remember, when you put two equal signs, you're making a comparison. So does group 1, which is right here, is that equal to an exact match of Odier kiss, with that little single quote there. If now this would be like if there is no rune. Let's see. Read 10th rune. You can't do that. Read 3rd rune. Read 5th rune. You can't do that. That's weird. Wonder why that's. I thought for sure it'd say read what? Is there like another easier way of getting runestones? Like I say, read what? But he says you can't do that. So okay, I'm not gonna argue. You can't do that. I will just say. Let's make this called temp. Let's make it called Odier Kuss rune. Yeah, it has to be Odier. What's it called? The Odier. We'll call the Odier rune. How about that? Then $. Read rune. If $1 equals blah blah. Boy. If $1 equals Odier Kiss rune, then do hold on. You can't do that. Echo. No runes were found in your open containers, and we'll break. When you break, you break out of the loop the closest loop you're in. So in this case, we'll break out of this while loop here with that. I don't know why it's over one. Okay, so if Odier if doesn't want to Odier we'll do Odier rune found. Odier rune equals we'll make it first. How about that? It's not gonna work. I'll leave it like that for now. So Odier rune equals first. So if Odier rune equals If ODR rune equals first, fpit get rune. See what happens there now. Oops, I missed something here. What am I missing here? If end. Well, end, if, else if, end, if. I missed a end somewhere around here. I don't see it though. Oh, right here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I missed the end right here. Okay, let's see now. Okay, we want to infuse. What was it again? 609. Okay, perfect. So we got it to where you quickly recognize the rune scrolled upon the rune stone as okay. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna get the rune. I'm gonna make the scroll be in the left hand. So let's go back up to up here with our when we find our scrolls. We'll make it so the scroll is in the right hand when they start the script. We'll swap so it's in the left hand. There you go. So if it's already in the left hand, they'll just be in the left hand already. So now we'll do get rune. Now we'll do ODR rune equals game object that right hand the ID. So there you go. So now we're making it so the ODR rune. So we're making it so if we find the ODR rune on the first rune, I'll fix it all later where if it's not the first rune. But for now, if it's on the first rune, it's going to grab the first rune. And once it's in their right hand, it's going to make the ODR rune variable equal to the ID of the item in his right hand. So this way, we can stow it and move it and all that good stuff. And we can manipulate it later by just getting its ID number. And it doesn't matter where it's in then. We'll always be able to grab it then. So let's see. Then we're going to... Okay, sorry. See, wave my runestone at my pepper. And the potential to add charges. So what we're going to do is we'll see if it's already unlocked. And in this case, it's not unlocked. So we'll, now we'll do, let's go back to the script. Now we'll do fpit wave ODR wand scroll ID. Now see when you're manipulating this, I think this is just a coincidence. I could be wrong about this, but the IDs to manipulate the ID numbers in the game start with a pound sign. I think is how it works. I think. Yeah, they start with a pound sign. So when you want to manipulate an ID number, you would do a pound sign and then a pound sign, curly bracket, and then the ID number. I mean, the ID if you're using a variable, anyways. So you would do 2 pound signs, then curly bracket, the ID number. So we're gonna wave the ID number of the runestone at the scroll ID number. That way, there's no messing things up. You can't accidentally wave the wrong runestone at the wrong scroll if you're using all the ID numbers. So that's kind of nifty. So if that happens, then we want to see if line or no wait, while line equals get, while line equals get, if line equals blah blah. We'll do. Now you see here's an example of what I was saying earlier, why you had to escape out of symbols. See, normally parentheses, like back up here, that would be a group number. But since in this case, parentheses is actually part of the line we're looking at, you have to escape out of them. So we'll do escape out of this. We'll do, let's just be dot star, doesn't really matter. We'll start with caret, $sign, and we could go ahead and then get rid of this because the spell name is always going to be different depending on what spell you're using. Then we'll do with a number of charges. Now this means, since it ends in a period, we're making it end in a period right here. Since as you can see from the scroll we have, if it ends in a period right there, that means it has to be unlocked. If it doesn't end in a period right there, that means it's already been unlocked. So now let's say this means we'll do scroll status. How about that? Another variable called scroll status equals locked. How about that? Else if line equals another line equals, oh yeah, spell number checked equals, make that $1. Let's do this again. Blah 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 blah. Me. Do re mi so fu. Okay, so now this means it cannot be charged. No charges can be added. Will be no charges can be added. Line equals. So what was the one if you can add charges though? Ba 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 da 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 da. There's a line. Else if line equals control with a number of charges. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The number of charges could be different too. So probably what we should do, since that line could be different also, I guess just get rid of all this. We'll just have the remaining part then. Because I think it always ends in remaining, right? No? Yeah. I think it always ends in remaining. Well, I'll assume I'm right. Number of charges remaining. Okay. So else if line equals and the potential to add many charges. We'll make this dot star. That's probably different too. See, we'll start with no charges first. That way, if that's what it matches, if that's what it's on the line, that'll be matched first since it's a first in order. So no charge would be matched first, and then anything else would be some other mini charges, few charges, whatever, blah blah. So that means scroll status equals chargeable. I don't even know if chargeable is a word, is it? Probably doesn't have an E in it though. We'll say it is. Chargeable. Oh yeah, break. Okay. Let's see now. So well, first thing we should do is we gotta match the the spell number, because in this case the spell we should also have cast round time. It's a good thing when you wave a stone at it into the cast round time. That's an easy way to break out of. If it made no match, it's an easy way to break out of the while loop. So we'll just do else if line equals cast round time. Then we'll know scroll status. We'll do like spell not found. How about that? Spell not found. Oops, I scroll status equals spell not found. Break. Okay, there we go. Actually, the break will I'll just echo and exit. How about that? Echo the spell number you specified was not found on this scroll. And then we just exit. So there you go. If the spell not found, we can just exit out of there. There we go. Okay, so what we gotta do? I did some of this wrong. I'm out of order here. Spell number checked. If $1 spell number, we'll do if $1 equals spell number. There we go. So if $1 equals spell number, now we'll do all this stuff here. No, wait a minute. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So if $1 equals spell number, then scroll status equals locked. I think I'm doing this right. Okay. Let's see now. So we're checking if the the first group is equal to the spell number we specified up here in the first command line variable. So if $sign equals spell number, then yeah, then the scroll status would be locked because it ends in a period here. The remaining this means the spell is locked. Let's see now what I should do here then. So down here, if cast time, we'll do this and what the hell am I doing here? Whew. No, here we go. Okay, so when I do this and thing here, these two ampersands here, that means you're giving it another condition. So if line equals round time, so if by time the script gets down to the cast round time, and the scroll status still equals nil, that means the spell was not found. Because if the spell is found, it should have been given, the scroll status variable should have been given a value. But if it still equals nil by the time it gets to the cast round time, that means the spell the person specified was not found. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that real quick. Let's see if this works now. I'm going to start the script up with a spell number that is not found on a scroll, like 101, for example. Let's see what happens now. There you go. See? So it found our runestone, which is the first one. It got it out of our sack. And then see right here, you can see I made it so it waves the ID number of the runestone at the ID number of the paper, of the scroll. Therefore, there's no mistake. When you're manipulating an item's ID number, there is no way to make a mistake. You know, like sometimes you like wave at the wrong scroll, or for example, you wave at a scroll and you don't use the word my, so you might wave at a scroll on the ground or something. With the ID number, you don't have to worry about my or anything like that because the ID number is unique to the item you are manipulating. So see, now I went through, see what happened here since I started the script 101. It's looking for a 101 in this list of spells. Since it's not on the scroll, it got to the very bottom. The variable scroll status was equal to nil. So it said the spell number you specified not found in the scroll, and it exited out of the script, which is what I wanted it to do. So now let's say let's get the stat. For now, we'll just see if we get the status of it. So let's say if scroll status equals locked, we'll just echo back locked. Else if scroll status equals say echo no charges can't be added. Else if equals blah blah echo chargeable. So now let's go through our list and see if all that works. I think 613 cannot add any charges. So let's see. It should get to the point where it says it no charges can be added because 613 I've already maxed it out on this scroll. So let's see. Well, that's not right. The spell number you specify is not found on the scroll. I made a mistake. No. What did I do wrong? Wait. The 613 was. Oh my goodness. If not found in the scroll. Let's see where I found the mistake at here. Very many charges. We'll echo back spell number to see if I can find what the problem is. What did I take off here? Why is it doing this? Oh. Oh, well, there you go. Alright, let's see now. That's weird. What am I doing wrong here, people? What am I doing wrong here? Scroll status. Yeah, it's not even echoing back the spell number, which is weird because it should echo back, or the group one. I mean, it should echo that back. Line equals and potential to add no charges. See, it should have matched that at 601. Oh, you know what? It's because these lines start with 2 blank spaces or 3 blank spaces first. Is that 2 or 3? 1, 2. Look like 3. I don't know if that's gonna be different on a spell that has 4 numbers in it. Is that gonna? I'm sure it is. So let's just do that. 1, 2. Look at 3 blank spaces. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The cast runtime is in the correct spot though. Okay, so I moved over 3. I put 3 blank spaces in front of all these ones to see if that works now. Okay, yeah. No, wait, but it still says not found. That's weird. The spell number you specified was not found on this scroll. The second variable is... That's weird. Why is the second variable equal nothing? I'm more confused, people. I'm more confused. I gotta stop being confused. Let's see. Isn't scripting fun when you don't know what you're doing? That's me. Da, 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 da. And this is definitely the ability to add no charges. See, it should have matched 613, but it's saying the first. It's saying in our when we ran it right here, it's saying it had no. The group 1 had no variable, but that's or no value. I mean, that's not right though. It has a value. Should have the value in here. Someone's whispering me. Someone asks, which theme are you using for Notepad++? I think it's like Midnight theme. I think it's called there. Midnight something theme. I forget where to look at for change of theme, but I think it's Midnight theme. It is oh, I thought I found it. Oh, it's Twilight theme. Twilight theme, yep. It's pretty darn nifty if I do say so myself. Okay. I gotta figure out why it's not matching this. Let me see if I can figure it out on Rublar. I don't know why I closed Rublar. Da 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 da. Wait, that matched the whole line. Oh, I did something wrong. It's matching the whole line. Why is it matching the whole line? That doesn't make any sense. No, that's not matching the whole line. It just didn't give me a group, though. Oh, boy, am I a dork. I sat here and explained the importance of making sure you escape out of parentheses. I forgot to actually put the parentheses I need to make the group in here. Oh, I'm good. Okay. They should work now. Wow. Okay. You can tell I'm tired, huh? I can tell I'm tired. There we go. No charge can be added. Okay, so we got the message back saying no charges can be added because we've already maxed out 613 on this scroll. I just wanted to show you how that would work to where you don't need more scrolls. We can even make it so the script echoes back like, you know, what's it called? Spell number. No. Oh. No charged. No charges for can be added. There we go. Let's try it now. See what that looks like. So that actually said no charges for 613 can be added. There you go. And then we'll say at that point you might as well lock because you can't add charges to it. Well, there's really no point in going any further because the whole point of this is to actually add charges to the spell you are working on. So at that point we can go ahead and just, if that's the that's the line we get, we go exit. Now let's go ahead and test it where if I put the wrong number in, like a number that doesn't exist on the scroll, do a like this number doesn't, this is not a real number obviously. The spell number you specified is not found on the scroll. Okay, so now what we can do is now we gotta do where we unlock it now. Okay. So now if we get, let's work on the a locked part of it. It's locked. So now we want to get. We'll go ahead and get our boy, what oh boy, what scroll are we working on? Rune, I mean. We are working on. We want to get the Quisifin rune. The Quisifin rune. Read other rune. Read third rune. There we go. Get third rune. Store rune. Get other rune. Store rune. Read rune. Read other rune. Okay. For now, since I'm getting a lot tireder than I thought I was gonna get. I can't think straight anymore. I'll just finish this one part and then I'll call it a night for tonight. We'll finish this script some other time. But let's say we get to the point where it's locked. So it's locked, and I already know that the other rune is the one I need to is the one I want to get. So let's do that. So if it's locked, then we'll fpit stow order rune. Stow rune. Fpit get other rune. Fpit. Was it wave my rune scroll ID? Now that should unlock it now. So let's see now. So this should unlock our scroll. Let's find out. What are we doing now? 609, I think it was. Oh yeah. Well, we might not unlock it, but we can unlock one or the other. Oh yeah, there's a wait round time there. Wait round time. Wait cast round time. Okay, so let's see now. Wait, did I do this? What am I doing here? Read other runestone. Oh, why is it gonna? Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's weird. What's happening here? Let's see. Locked. Oh, I didn't. So I'm a dork. I did not use. I just went over this. See, this is how I know I'm tired. Oof. Got to put two pound sign hashtags when you are manipulating an item's ID number. Okay, so this should work now. This should work now. What are you trying to do? 619? Okay. Nothing happens. Does that mean I failed? Ooh, that's not good. You could fail at this. Woof. Boy. Let's try this again. Wait a minute. Am I just failing this often, or can I not add charges to this darn thing now? Oh, it did say you can like let's see what it says. Three waves of a Quisifin rune would allow an infuser to pit up to 20 charge if I would too. Yeah. Maybe I just read room, store room, get other room, read room, wave my rune at my paper. Am I failing, or can I just not? I cannot unlock anything else. I think I just can't unlock this anymore. The more charges that a particular runestone unlocks for, the harder it becomes to use that runestone. For example, unlocking 303 with a runestone will unlock the spell 5 charges. The equivalent runestone will unlock 20 charges, but it'll be harder. So you know both are unlocking it. Oh, my runestone's gone. No. Okay, so I'm not sure. I guess maybe someone will let me know tomorrow if I just can't unlock anything else on this paper, or if I'm just failing off and I don't know what's going on here. That doesn't really give me any indication if I'm failing or what's going on. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So I'll just have to I'll have to start this some other time, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. I'm not sure. I'm just pretty tired, but we got started here though. We're not doing too badly here, considering I first half of my video was just actually reading up on how to even do scroll infusion. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll pick this up some other time. Well, before I go, does anyone have any questions they want to ask? Any scripting questions or anything? If anyone's still alive out there, got any scripting questions for me real quick? Let's try to keep it somewhat simple. You betcha, Woozy Eye and SM373. No questions for little moi? No burning scripting questions you guys have? All right, take it easy, everyone. Peace.